Hello and welcome on 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Chishafe. Well, Nigerians are right now happy for the fact that Nigerian Football Federation deemed it fit to retain Coach Eguavoen as the interim manager. Well, for now, we are happy that he's there. Well, news coming out from the NFF Communication Department has it that the man has been retained as the interim manager and also to be assisted by Monike Emmanuel, the man that was formerly with Tanzania, now will be the first assistant coach to the interim manager, Augustine Eguavoen. Joining him in the studio to talk much concerning sport this hour is Olawale Peters. Good to have you.
Good morning, Adeni. It's my pleasure to be here.
Good. Now we're looking at our first story. That story has been the one 26 yesterday, and it has been the NFF retains Eguavoen as interim manager. He will continue after AFCON qualifier, after some matches that were played over there in Cameroon, and now they deem it fit that okay, let's continue with him, and then let's draft in Emmanuel Amuneke as first assistant coach, as some people call it, chief coach. But the good thing is that finally, they've dropped the idea of Pissarro taking over for now. Okay,
that's a good one. That's what we have been clamoring for, that we have the indigenous coaches that can do it in this country. And I think they look at what happened to Senegal also, that it's one of them that won the trophy for them for the first time. However, what we need patience. That is the truth. Yes, Eguavoen have been given the opportunity with Amuneke, but we should give them the time to transform the team, the players. It took Senegal and the Senegalese coach almost 7 years to achieve what he achieved about 3 days ago. He was appointed in 2015. So they are patient with him. Even when he lost in 2019, they still supported him. That is what we need also here in this country. We still need a lot of clarification, because bringing both Eguavoen and Amuneke together, there needs to be clear-cut responsibility. What is expected of Amuneke, because we are having two high personality, so we will not have an ego issues when it comes to Amuneke listening or taking instruction from Eguavoen. They play together in the Super Eagles. Eguavoen is his senior. That is a playing time, not the coach, because Amuneke will be looking at it as, I've won something for the country. I've achieved something. I've taken another country and qualified them for AFCON. I have more when it comes to this coaching than Eguavoen. So I expected both of them to sit down, to be matured, and look at what we need in this country. Before the competition, you asked me a question that what am I expecting from the Super Eagles? I said, we need a team. We don't have a team before, but Eguavoen made us believe that we had a team. We had a pattern. We have a style. We are all happy, despite that we didn't qualify for beyond the rounds of 16. But we know we have a future. So that future, they should allow it to progress with Eguavoen and then Amuneke. So they have to, the NFF, they've done very well, but they should give them time. And that interim, I think they should be more transparent, because the feelers people are having now, oh, they call him interim because if he qualifies for the World Cup, after the qualification, they'll go and bring someone else. So they have to let his mind be rest assured that you have this job going forward. The interim, it's not because we want another person to come and take over from you. We have Eguavoen, we have Amuneke, we have Coach Salisu, we have Joseph Yobo. What are we looking for again? Then we need to motivate them. And also to all the government officials, that it is when we are playing a competition that they normally promise $10,000 per goal, $50,000 per goal. This is the time to bring those money and support and develop the football and prepare them towards the match we're having against Ghana. Prepare them if you qualify for the World Cup. It is not at the point of the competition that will be giving them the support. They need the support even before we go for the competition. It's a very good one, but we need to be very careful of the ego issue between Eguavoen and Amuneke.
Well, we've been looking at the appointment, drafting in Amuneke Emmanuel as the chief coach, as his first assistant coach to That's Augustine Eguavoen. Well, a lot of Nigerians are beginning to share the view that why don't we just make it substantive by making him the coach or technical advisor, as they call it, of Super Eagles? Why are we still calling him interim manager? Well, the NFF knows the best answer to that. Well, we're looking at that. And also concerning Amuneke and Eguavoen, well, it's good that they drafted Amuneke, but it's not as if we are having two people that could have been given equal position now together? Or is it that somebody said, oh, or is it that they are trying to stylishly, okay, after the World Cup qualifier against Ghana, if we are able to make it, then because I saw a particular statement that says NFF president is still talking to Pizarro that maybe if you get a job after the qualifiers, you can take that job, or maybe after the World Cup. And aside that, Amuneke Eguavoen, Amuneke as first assistant coach, is it that, like someone that said, oh, is it that they are trying to ease out Eguavoen stylishly and then bringing in Amuneke by not announcing it direct, by then making him interim coach, up till now not to be substantive coach of the Super Eagles?
Okay, and you know one thing I will give to the NFF chairman is a good
president.
President is a good politician. He knows how to mix sport and politics. We may not be far from what you said right now. And if that's the situation, I think it's not that bad, because having both of them, I see we're going to have
personality clash.
There's not how they will manage it, sincerely. But the good thing is, Eguavoen is still retaining his job as the technical director at the NFF. So the possibility of, okay, you took the boys to Cameroon, and Amuneke, come and support him. After that transition, Amuneke, you can take over. We may not be far from it, and that would be a very good one. But leaving both of them together, seriously, we may not have it now because they just got the job, so they want to impress. Their focus will be beating Ghana home and away, and will qualify for the World Cup. Is that where it ends? No, that's not where it ends. The preparation for Côte d'Ivoire 2023 starts now. So we need to have that in place. I know when you have a division among your coaching crew, that will translate also to the players. Some will be with Eguavoen, some will be with Amuneke. And Amuneke is a good poacher also. Some of the boys we have currently now, they are his boys. Some of them are his boys. So we need to try and avoid that. And that word interim, I'm sure after our match against Ghana, we'll see another statement, because nobody expected the statement we got from NFF on yesterday that, okay, Amuneke is being drafted to support Eguavoen. I'm sure another one will come by March.
We're still looking at this particular scenario. Well, it's really making waves concerning that Nigerians abroad and Nigerians at home are happy for now that Eguavoen has been retained as the interim manager. Well, that interim, we hope that it will be removed as if they are able to qualify Nigeria for the World Cup at the expense of Ghana. We hope and we believe that they can do it. Despite the fact that Nigeria was ousted from the Nations Cup in the round of 16, a lot of people saw promises coming from Nigerian Super Eagles for the fact that they were able to do so well. They play good stylish football, and also all we want to get from them is good result. Eguavoen, Amuneke, Joseph Yobo, not forgetting Salisu Yusuf, alongside Aloysius Agu, who will be taking over who is still the goalkeeper's trainer. They will all work together to see how best they can get the best out of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, both home and internationally. Well, to let you know that Augustine Eguavoen also said he will be featuring more of the NPFL. He will give them more space. I like the fact that he was able to come up with this particular statement, because the predecessor, Ghana Raw, didn't believe too much in Nigerian home-based players, talking about the NPFL players. But now Eguavoen has come out to say, yes, I will be giving much playing time to the local players, or the NPFL players rather, to at least allow them to have that experience and to mingle with the big boys.
Okay, I think that would be a good thing. So it's not about him saying it also. Let's see it in action. What do I mean? By him going to, when we are having the league matches, let him go and sit and watch the ball, watch the matches together with his assistant. He has
started. He was in the lorry over the weekend.
Over the weekend.
Yes.
So now we have Nigerian-based coaches now, not Garnet Roy that he spent most of his time outside abroad watching the European League, but today they're based here. So that means it will give them the opportunity to get the talent and introduce them, just like I said. It's going to be a very good one because we have a lot of raw talent in this country that can transform to the likes of Messi and Ronaldo in the future.
Now, NFF deemed it fit to give Eguavoen that chance to continue as Super Eagles interim manager alongside Amunike Bear and the entire technical crew of the Super Eagles. We leave that aside as we move to talk about parasport. Federal Ministry of Youth and Sport Development, Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Sunday Dare, has rolled out the fact that they, for the first time, maiden edition of National Parasport to be coming up. And the good thing is that the festival is going to be called National Parasports Festival, and it will be coming up in April. Well, having that particular story there, it will be coming up in April, and we are happy that the parasport athletes will have what it takes to have their own side of the sport. Well, to let you know that the National Parasport Festival will be involving about 14 or 15 sporting events: para powerlifting, para canoe, wheelchair basketball, para swimming, para shooting, deaf sport, wheelchair tennis, para athletics, sitting volleyball, amputee football, para taekwondo, para table tennis, para soccer, and not forgetting para badminton. Those are the games, the events where the national para sports men and women will be able to showcase their talent. I love the fact that they deem it fit to organize this, and now our parasport athletes, at least they will have the chance, their own template to compete. They have their own festival now, approved by the federal, they are approved by the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sport. I love the fact that right now they have the chance to showcase their talent.
Okay, and this is a very good development, and I'm happy this is happening. It will give them an opportunity and give us the opportunity to get the best that will represent the country or Africa when it comes to para-Olympic competition. This is something that we don't have before, and it will take a lot of people away from the streets. So we shouldn't leave this to the government alone. Private individual, private investor also should come in and support and make sure that we give them the adequate funding, training that they need. This is a very good development.
If you look at, the fact that they even believe so much, because if you check Nigerian record, the para sport have really won us more medals than even able-bodied men have won so far. Anytime we go for Paralympic Games, so many medals, especially in para powerlifting, you see para powerlifters winning so much gold medal for Nigeria, silver, bronze at ease, which I think is of note, that they are given this opportunity to showcase their talent. Now they'll be happy that, okay, every time they go, each year or maybe 2 years, they have Parasport Festival, just like we have National Sports Festival.
It's nothing. There's nothing being good about giving people equal opportunity and equal chance. So we are giving others also, like you said, they are even giving us more medals. They are winning more medals for us than the able-bodied men. So I think it's a very good one, and it should be something that is sustainable. It shouldn't be something that will do one-off, then we'll forget about it. There should be a template for continuity, that either this, the team of NFF that we have now, they are there tomorrow or not, the template, the process will continue. Not that it is their idea. No, we shouldn't be looking at it is their idea. It is something that is good for the country. A very good development.
Good one there. We've been looking at Parasport Festival that will be coming up in April, approved by the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sport. Well, the para soccer, para power lifters of this world will be able to showcase their talent, as they will be having that template to compete in that sport. Well, people with disability will be happy to hear this, that they have their own festival. A lot of them that applied their training in the world of sport across different stadia in Nigeria, now they have the chance to showcase their talent aside the National Sports Festival. This is theirs, and it's going to be a very welcoming event, welcoming them into the world of sport. By April this year, we'll be seeing more from the parasport world. Away from there, now let's look at the NPFL. A team that has been doing so well since 2013, after they joined the Nigerian League, starting from National League, their NNL, now before they moved to the NPFL. Since that time, MFM of Lagos have been one of the teams to be reckoned with when it comes to football in the Nigerian Professional Football League. But lately, that team has not been performing so well, getting to the level where the technical crew were disbanded, and also the board that controlled, that administered that particular team was also disbanded by the MFM pastor there. But the main thing is the fact that this team, our focus is on the MPFM, the MFM team. They've been doing so well. What went wrong along the way? MFM, anytime you are going to Lagos to play them at the aggregate stadium, everyone, all the team in MPFM are always very careful. But these days, MFM are not the MFM we used to know. So we are focusing on that right now to look at what are the possible cases. Now the team technical crew has been disbanded. The board also have been disbanded.
Okay, I don't think that should be the solution to the problem. That's the truth. And if you are doing very well and all of a sudden you discover that things are not going well for you, you have to find out why are we doing or perform poorly. When it comes to what motivates individual, let's be sincere here, when it comes to money, it motivates you, either you like it or you accept it or not. They are not earning the salaries. I recall before the beginning of the season, and they budgeted 50 million naira that they want to use that as salary enhancement and welfare packages to maintain and retain their players that finished 10th last season. So the issue of money is not a problem. Then if we're talking about consistent, they've been consistent also since they announced themselves in 2015. I recall vividly in 2016-2017 season, they finished second, just 2 points behind Plateau United, and they represented Nigeria at the CAF Confederation Cup. So since that time, the consistencies have been there. But this season, I don't know what happened. Even when we started the league, I think the first 5 matches, they won 2 matches, they beat Plateau United and Abia Warriors. And after that, it's like things have not been working out for them. Maybe they need to see, I don't know. Maybe they need to
pray more.
They need to pray more, as they normally call them, Olukoya boys. They need to do a lot. But disbanding the whole team.
No, not the team. Just
disbanding the board and the technical crew.
Yes.
I don't think that's the solution. So the solution should have been, let's sit down with them, let's hear them out. What are the issues? What are the problems you are facing? We are not paying you money. You have the support, because MFM team, they are one of the team that is privately owned by individual, not in the hands of government. So I don't think they have any issue. So disbanding the team, I don't really think, because you have headache, and the next thing is you cut off your head. Is that a solution? I don't think that is the solution. You know, that's one thing about our mentality in this country. When there is a problem, we don't look for a solution or find out why we have that. It can't be rosy all this one. It can't be rosy. All teams, they've had their own share also. So this should be something that should motivate them, not something that you will now do and the new team that comes in will look at, oh, where are we starting from? They don't even know the players. They don't know the tactics they play. They don't know the pattern of play. I don't think that's the situation. And that's the solution. The solution should have been, let's sit down with the technical crew. Let's sit down with the management. Let's even provide solution. I'll tell you that, okay, the next week, the season just started. They just played, I think, 11 matches. Not that they've played 20 matches or 25 matches, just 11 matches. I think when we are looking for success, we should be patient enough so that we'll not move from fry pan, like they say, to fire.
Well, we've been focusing on MFM Football Club of Lagos. Well, they play at Agege Stadium. So far this season, they have not been performing well. And a lot of people are wondering, what's the problem with MFM? Well, they are just, right now, they have gone Chelsea way by putting out the board and also the technical crew. Let's see what's going to happen. Who will take over in place of Sheyi Balogun? The players are right now hoping that they will get their acts together to perform better in the Nigerian Professional Football League. Now let's go to Europe. Let's look at some matches that was actually played yesterday. Well, starting from the Spanish La Liga quickly, the result there as it went down. Atletico Bilbao defeated Espanyol by 2-1. Good one for Atletico Bilbao. They were able to do it. They did well against Espanyol. You have to give it up to the players that scored, Santi and Vardy. They are good one for Atletico Bilbao.
Okay, and 4 goals 2 penalties, and 2 fantastic free kick from Simon. He scored the first free kick. I was like, wow, this is fantastic. Or is it a fluke? And the second happened, the same spot, the same pace, the same strength. So a fantastic one. However, they really need to do a lot. What I mean by they need to do a lot, they need to look at how they are conceding goals so that their top 4 that they are working on. Currently now, they are on 34 points. They are 8th on the table, just 4 points behind the 4th place, which is Barcelona. So if they continue like this, the possibility of playing in Europe, it's more likely. It's a very good one, but they have to really look at their defense so that they will know that the more I score goals, I don't concede more goal like that. That's why I think Atletico Bilbao, they need to really work on this time around. But apart from that, I think they are doing very well. And
for the fact that they were able to bond with Barcelona, Real Madrid, that's one alone in celebration for Atletico Bilbao.
Yeah, it is for them.
Well, Real Madrid fans and Barcelona will never ever be happy with those with that particular club for what they did this over there in Copa del Rey, bundling out the 2 big teams over there in Spain. We'll be looking at Spanish La Liga fixture, the result, and now let's go straight to Italy and look at the result between Salernitana. They played their game also. They drew against Spezia 2-2 in that game. Well, this team, the Nigerian has finally left. He has moved to Parma. Talking about Simeon Nwankwo, who has moved away from Salernitana to join Parma over there at the Serie B. But now they played 2-2. Where to be before you see them losing this game 2-0 or thereabouts.
Okay, I don't really know how Salernitana will escape relegation. Because if you have played 21 matches and you have only 11 points, you've conceded whopping 55 goals and you only scored 16 goals and you are already bottom of the table. I don't see a way out for them. And the way they concede goal, in fact, it's obvious that they are not disciplined because the 55 goals they've conceded this season, I think is the highest in Europe. It's the highest in Europe. How can you as a team concede 55 goals and you scored only 16? So that means you have problem both defensively and attacking wise. So they are coming to Serie A. It's like they want to just come and taste how it is, and everybody's just getting. They have only 2 wins so far this season. So I don't see how they are going to. How they are going to escape the relegation. When it's a game of football, going forward they can discover themselves and start winning. But sincerely, I'm waiting for the miracle to happen.
Well, hoping that Salernitana will be able to salvage the miracle there coming from Lawale Pizzas. We've been looking at Italia Serie A match that was played. 2-2 they played against Spezia, while in La Liga, Atletico Bilbao, they were able to do well, winning their own game 2-1 there. Well, we've been looking at some sporting story, but let's come back to Nigeria as we talk about Nigerian Football Federation. Before this particular announcement was made yesterday from the NFF Communication Department, news came out where Amunike was saying he wasn't aware of any. The news actually came out earlier that Amunike and Eguavoen will be the coaches of Nigerian Super Eagles. But before the news came out, he said he's not aware. He's unaware of that appointment. Eventually, it was confirmed.
Okay, I'm not surprised about that. Times without number, we'll have the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Mohamed Buhari, wants to make announcements. Okay, he wants to have a chat with media chat, as we call it, but the text of that chat will be out before. So we have it everywhere. So I'm sure it's someone that wants to prove that, oh, I have the information more than anybody else. You'll see very soon now, they will appoint. So that is it. So that shows that we need to do more when it comes to discipline. So I didn't blame Amunike. If you are in his shoe, you will say the same thing. Because it has not been announced. It has not been announced, and it's one of the reasons why the issue of regulating social media, we still need to look into it as a country. We started seeing it flying on the social media, but no,
almost a week now.
Yes, and no announcement from the NFF until yesterday evening. Maybe they are weighing their option, but someone now play a fast one. Okay, this is what they are thinking about. Let's send it out to people. Let people know that this is what they want to do.
What if it was just a guess? Who knows?
I don't think we can get it right. So right that this is what they plan to do. They mentioned Eguavoen as interim coach.
And it happens.
It happens. And Amunike will be drafted in as the assistant coach, and it's happened. It's not a guess.
A good one with Olawale Peters in the studio, talking sport on 360 Follow on Trust TV. We've been looking at NFF retaining Augustine Eguavoen, interim manager. That does it on the show. This is I am Adeni Ajishafe. Once again, I just want to thank you for appearing on the show.
It's a pleasure to be here, Adeni.
Yes, sport is business and fitness. Keep doing it. Thanks for watching.